Eggs look simple, but getting one clean, cold, and consistent carton onto a grocery shelf takes a much bigger system than most people realize. When you open a carton at the store, it feels like one of the most ordinary food items in daily life. But behind that carton is a chain of farms, safety rules, grading systems, refrigeration, packing lines, trucks, inventory decisions, and store handling. The reason eggs seem so normal is actually because the system behind them is doing its job. And once that system gets stressed, people notice fast. Shelves look thinner. Prices move. Suddenly something that felt basic starts looking fragile. So in this video, let's walk through how the US egg system actually works, from the farm all the way to your refrigerator. A lot of foods go through long and complicated supply chains, but eggs are unusual because they are both simple and sensitive at the same time. They are familiar, affordable, and used in everything from breakfast to baking. But they are also perishable, breakable, and closely tied to food safety. That means the system has to do two jobs at once. It has to move a huge number of eggs efficiently, and it has to protect quality and safety at every step. In the US, that system is shared across different parts of government and industry. The FDA oversees important parts of shell egg safety, especially around production, storage, and transportation. USDA also plays a major role through grading, surveillance, labeling rules, and oversight of how eggs are packed and how restricted eggs are handled. So even before we talk about farms or grocery stores, it helps to understand that eggs are not just an agriculture story. They are also a quality control story and a food safety story. Where the system starts, the US egg system begins on layer farms, where hens produce table eggs for the consumer market. This is the beginning of a flow that has to stay organized from the start, because once an egg enters the commercial system, everything that follows depends on keeping it in the right condition. One of the most important ideas here is that egg safety does not begin at the grocery store. It begins much earlier. EFTA's egg safety rule requires preventive measures during production and requires refrigeration during storage and transportation. It applies broadly to producers with 3,000 or more laying hens when the eggs are not being processed with a treatment such as pasteurization. In simple terms, the system is designed to reduce problems before the egg ever reaches a consumer carton. That matters because eggs can look perfectly normal from the outside and still need careful handling. Clean shells help, but appearance alone is not the whole story. Safety depends on the entire chain working properly, from farm practices to temperature control to what happens in packing and transport. From farm to packing plant, after eggs leave the laying environment, they move into the grading and packing side of the system. This is where the product starts to look familiar to the average shopper. Eggs are sorted, checked, packed, labeled, and prepared for retail sale. This step is important because grocery store eggs are not just placed into cartons at random. The system is trying to create consistency. When you buy a carton labeled grade A or grade A, you are buying into a quality language that has to be enforced somewhere. That enforcement happens through standards, plant procedures, monitoring, and labeling rules. USDA describes shell egg grading as a voluntary service paid for by producers, and only shell eggs officially graded by USDA are allowed to use the USDA grade mark or shield on the carton. That is a detail many shoppers do not realize. Not every carton in the store has gone through official USDA grading. If a carton does not carry the USDA shield, that does not automatically mean it is unsafe, but it does mean it is not part of that specific voluntary USDA grading and certification program. What grading actually means: people often think egg grades are about nutrition or maybe freshness alone, but the grading system is really about quality characteristics. USDA says grades are based on qualities of the shell, yolk, and egg white, and the familiar consumer grades are AA, A, and B. Grade A is the highest consumer grade. Grade A is also very high quality and is extremely common in retail stores. Grade B exists too, but those eggs are more often used for breaking stock and baking rather than being the kind of eggs most shoppers expect to find in a standard premium-looking carton. This is one of the hidden reasons the egg system feels reliable. The carton is doing a lot of communication for you. It is not just holding eggs. It is telling you what quality class the eggs belong to, and in many cases whether they went through official USDA grading. What gets removed from the table egg stream? Not every egg is suited for normal retail sale as a shell egg. Some eggs have cracks, checks, dirt, or other problems that make them the wrong fit for the consumer carton. USDA calls these restricted eggs. Under shell egg surveillance rules, cracked and dirty eggs may be shipped to an official egg products plant for processing and pasteurization. Otherwise, restricted eggs must be destroyed or diverted away from human food use. This is a huge part of why the consumer carton looks so standardized. The shell egg market is constantly filtering product. That filtering function is one of the most practical parts of the system. It keeps the table egg aisle cleaner and more consistent, while also creating a path for some eggs to become egg products instead of simply being wasted. That is how part of the supply branches into liquid eggs, frozen eggs, dried eggs, and ingredients used in restaurants, bakeries, sauces, and prepared foods. The egg products side. This is where many people underestimate how broad the egg system really is. A lot of eggs are not sold to consumers in shell form. Some become egg products, meaning the eggs are removed from the shell and processed into liquid, frozen, or dried forms. USDA explains that these products are widely used by food service and by manufacturers making other foods. And for safety, egg products plants are required to produce product that is pasteurized before it leaves the official plant and enters commerce. That means the egg system is not just about cartons in the breakfast aisle. It also feeds the industrial and restaurant side of the food world. So when you think about eggs in America, it helps to picture two related systems. One system is the retail shell egg path. The other is the egg products path. They overlap, but they do not end in the same place. Why refrigeration is such a big deal? One of the most important parts of the US egg system is refrigeration. FDA requires refrigeration during storage and transportation under the egg safety rule, and its consumer guidance says eggs should be sold from refrigerated cases and stored at 40 degrees Fahrenheit or below. This is why the cold chain matters so much. The egg system is not just moving product. It is moving product under temperature control. Once eggs are packed, they need to stay cold through storage, trucking, distribution, retail display, and finally the consumer's own refrigerator. That cold chain is one of the reasons eggs in the US feel like a refrigerated staple rather than a shelf item. It shapes how stores display them, how warehouses handle them, how trucks move them, and how consumers are told to use them. If that chain breaks, safety and quality can both suffer. What the carton is telling you: the carton itself carries more information than many people realize. For cartons with the USDA grade shield, USDA says there must be a pack date, shown as a 3-digit day of the year code. That code represents the day the eggs were washed, graded, and placed in the carton. So if you see a number like 001, that means January 1st. If you see 200, that means the 200th day of the year. That is useful because the carton is not just branding. It is part of the control system. It helps with stock rotation, freshness tracking, and consumer understanding. You may also see a sell-by or use-by date, but the pack date is one of the most direct clues about when those eggs entered the retail chain. This is a good example of how the egg system hides complexity inside ordinary packaging. Most shoppers just grab a carton and move on. But the carton is carrying a lot of system information in a very compact way. The role of store shelves and shoppers. By the time eggs reach the grocery store, most of the work has already happened. The flock has laid the eggs. The packing and grading process has sorted them. The cold chain has moved them into distribution. The store has refrigerated them. But the last step still matters, because the system depends on the consumer doing their part too. FDA guidance tells shoppers to buy eggs only from refrigerated cases. Check that shells are clean and uncracked. Store eggs in the original carton. Keep them at 40 degrees Fahrenheit or below, and cook them properly. In other words, the egg system does not end at checkout. The home refrigerator becomes the final link. This is one reason eggs are such a good everyday topic. They connect a national supply system to a very normal household habit. The chain only works fully when both sides do their job. Why supply can feel suddenly unstable most of the time, the US egg system works well enough that people barely think about it. But when something disrupts the laying flock side of production, the effects can show up quickly in stores and prices. A major example is highly pathogenic avian influenza, or bird flu. USDA's APHIS says H5N1 is present in wild birds worldwide and has caused outbreaks in US domestic birds. That matters because egg supply is not just a packaging and transport issue. It starts with living flocks. If those flocks are hit, replacement is not instant. This is why egg shortages or price spikes can feel so dramatic. The product looks simple, but the system depends on biology, safety controls, and timing. You cannot fix a flock problem the way you fix a missing shipment of canned goods. Eggs come from a living production base, so disruptions can move through the system differently than many consumers expect. The hidden achievement of the egg aisle. When you step back, the real story is not just that America produces a lot of eggs. It is that the system makes a fragile product feel normal. It turns something breakable, perishable, and biologically sensitive into one of the most familiar items in a supermarket. That takes farm controls, egg handling rules, grading standards, filtered quality levels, packaging, code dating, refrigeration, transport, shelf management, and consumer handling all working together. The reason a carton of eggs feels ordinary is because the system behind it is doing an extraordinary amount of quiet work. So how does the US egg system work? It starts on layer farms. It moves through safety controls, grading and packing plants, carton coating, refrigeration, trucking, and grocery display. Along the way, the system sorts eggs by quality, diverts restricted eggs out of the normal shell egg stream, sends some eggs into processed egg products, and relies on cold storage almost the whole way through. And that is what makes eggs such a great example of everyday infrastructure. They seem simple only because the system has been built to make them seem simple. The next time you open a carton, you are not just looking at breakfast. You are looking at a nationwide system designed to make one of the most ordinary foods in daily life consistent, safe, and available. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. Then tap the bell icon to turn on all notifications so you never miss any of our future videos.